Golf's Greatest Holes, brought to you by CI Global, protecting people and property by helping create a world without electrical fires. CI Global, innovations for a safer world. Welcome to a very special part of the world. This is Portrush in Northern Ireland. Holiday destination for some, but for many, this is the home of the Open. And thanks to Paul McGinley, we're about to enjoy everything Royal Portrush has to offer.
Well, Chris, welcome to one of my favourite golf courses anywhere in the world.
The very famous Royal Portrush.
Ever since I saw this place first in the late 1980s, I fell in love with it. I admire it more now than I've ever done before, but it's also probably the prettiest site for a links golf course that I know anywhere in the British Isles.
So, we are going to be playing every single hole for a change.
We're playing every hole, and as a little treat to you, I've enlisted a couple of friends to come and play. One of them is a former Open champion.
Oh, great.
So
Jimmy Nesbitt.
I tell you what, that is a tapping. Why have you not got that?
Oh, no, don't go left.
now we got a problem.
Stupid game.
There's a big, horrible bunker over there, Chris, which you may end up in.
Your golf's going to get better as the day goes on. We've got a low base to start with.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.
On a day like this, there aren't many better places in the world to play golf, and we're going to start things at the 5th. Paul and I have been here before. It was cruel to me then, but today I'm back for revenge. Paul, we're back. We've been here before, haven't we?
We've been here before. If I remember rightly, you didn't acquit yourself very well on this hole the last time.
I was all right off the tee, and then the rest was a bit of a scramble, as
a
ever.
bit sideways, closer we got to the green.
Yeah, exactly.
But we got different conditions today, Chris. We got that southwest wind coming, that's why it's quite mild. But there's a few stormy clouds on the horizon.
It does look a bit threatening, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. But that's the perils of playing links golf, you know. The weather is a big part of it. These golf courses were designed for bad weather. When you get a pet day, that's when the scoring is good, generally in the Open Championships. When the weather is difficult, they're still very playable. That's already built into the design.
What about this one then? Because if I remember correctly, it is, in inverted commas, an easier par 4.
Yeah.
The big guns would be driving this?
Oh yeah, comfortably. Some with a 3 would, particularly with the wind coming today, downwind. Yeah. The worry for them is actually going too big, particularly in the summertime when the weather is good and the ground conditions are normally firm, and this is playing downwind, and you can get a 50, 60 yard bounce here, and you got out of bounds like a couple of yards over the back of the green, which you got to be careful of. But yeah, it's comfortably drivable, and it's a hole players are looking to birdie.
Love it. Good build up. Let's do it.
I think, let's see if you can make a par, never mind a birdie. All right, Chris, off you go. Trevino had a saying, tee her high, let her fly, there ain't no bunkers in the sky. All right? That's low and left. That's not high, but it's going to be okay. It's not a bad
the right
miss.
line.
Yeah, not a bad miss.
Not bad.
May well find the fairway. Important to find the fairway in this hole, so you can control your shot into the green.
Settle for it. I'll settle for it.
Riding the wind. Go on, giddy up.
Go, 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 go. Not bad.
It'll be okay, yeah.
Is it me or has it just dropped and changed nastily?
It has, and now you're experiencing a wind change. A wind change, Chris, on a links course. So the wind is now coming from the north.
Yeah.
When we started out this hole, it was going this way, and now it's coming this way.
And now
incredible.
And you've brought your waterproofs because you're a pro, right?
Yeah, I got my waterproof. So
I am not a pro.
I'm not
I
gonna
haven't
loan them
brought
to
my
you.
waterproofs.
Yeah, tough luck.
Good, but I'm going to grit it.
Now
if your caddy forgot it.
Well, yeah, that would be a serious incident if you forgot it. On a day like this coming out. Now, Chris, I'm going to be nice and cozy, and you're not.
I'm not. But, you know, this is where the amateurish...
I do have a brolly. How about that? There you go. Look.
Thank you very much. I've just run out of fairway here.
Yeah, you hit a good tee shot, Chris. Now, you got to make a smart move here because anything past this flag sweeps down into a big valley. So a little bit left and a little bit short. You've 75 to the flag. I'm calling it a 60 shot and let it bounce in from there.
Okay. What's happened to this weather?
I know, can you believe it? We've had 3 different seasons in one hole. 3 different seasons. We started out in sunshine, then it got cold, then the wind switched, and now the rain is here.
And then the water flies off the end of your nose as you sit. Here we go then. Oh, pulled it.
It might be all right. It can bounce in from the left. It's hard to hold on to the club, isn't it, when it's wet?
Gets thick, doesn't it, that grass?
Yeah. Right, Chris, welcome to a links pitch shot. This has got all the ingredients of testing you right here. You got firm ground conditions, a little bit of wind helping. Past the flag, it's going to run down into that valley. So this is about visualization and then execution. I've picked a spot just shy of the green. I'm going to hit it in relatively low. I'll let it chase in from there. There's,
come on.
Oh God, I played it really well, but I thought it was going to kick right and it kicked straight.
Good though.
Oh yeah, happy with that.
Very good.
Happy with that one. Except
Putting
for the
birdie
bounce.
again. Putting for birdie. I know what you're going to say. I should be chipping.
And I know what you're going to do. I know what's going to happen here. Right?
Okay.
I know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
I'm not going to tell you because then you're going to do it, but I know what's going to happen.
Hold it. Is that there?
That's exactly what I thought you were going to do.
Just leave it short.
15 feet short, because you got infinity behind. It looks like it's gone off the end of the world, and you've got wet grass. It's not just fringe. If this was dry and bony, no problem. But because it's got wet on top of it now, Chris, it makes it even slower. Look, the wetness is going to slow it down even more. So another bad decision from you. Well done.
Waterproofs and a chipping.
Yeah. How much break do you see in this?
I see this just coming in off the left,
How much is just?
on the edge of the lip.
No. Give it a good cup.
Oh, okay.
Trust me. No, too firm.
Too fun. Again, I like this hole, but the hole doesn't like me. Come on, finish it off with a birdie.
This is one of the perils of wearing a baseball hat playing golf. I'm dripping right down. You notice Justin Rose did this. A lot of the guys, Billy Horschel did it at the Open Championship. They turn it backwards, and that's why. It's because the drip's coming down.
Ah.
Birdie, Chris.
I never thought that was in doubt. Nice. Nice three. See, 3 seasons in one day.
Wow, yeah, I mean, we played the hole downwind, we played the hole left to right, and then we had the rain to contend with.
Onwards and upwards. Never mind, I'll master that hole one day. Off to the back 9 now to see Jimmy. He's at the 11th, a par 5 with all the views. I have to say, this is my favourite part of the course.
Yes, sensational.
You come round in this corner.
There's Dundas Castle over there.
Oh, yeah.
And then right in the distance is the Giant's Causeway. And,
I love it, Dan. That's an amazing place.
No, it's just extraordinary. People flock from all over the world. And
All the legends.
yeah, it's ours, you know. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. And this stretch now is really great. This is the first of the par 5s in the back 9. 11 and 12 are both par 5s. This is tough. But you know, when you're kind of on this stretch, you're playing well, this is when you get the old peacock and the chest out.
How are you feeling right at this moment? Are you strutting like a peacock, or are you...?
I'm sort of limping slightly. I'm a peacock, but just slightly limping.
I do like the look of this one, you know.
Yeah.
As old Paul would say, the framing of it, you got the town in the
Yeah.
distance, you know you're turning for home.
Exactly, yeah. It's
But I
not,
also always like to have one last look.
No, gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah. Before I destroy you. Yeah, not bad.
Christopher, I mean, well,
Is that good?
yeah, good, good.
I tell you, I'm glad I'm playing with you today on this hole because I played with Paul here once.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Bad.
But when it comes down right here.
No, it's frightening, you know, and it's unrelenting, and there's nowhere to go, you know.
And you actually want to ring your mum to
Oh
pick
yeah,
you
no,
up.
exactly. Okay.
Are you good with your fairway woods? Oh,
Let's
you've got a
see.
little hybrid there.
Not ideal.
That wasn't one of your best, but
No.
yeah.
That's
We'll edit that one out, mate. You're right.
rubbish.
Do you know what the frightening thing about this? I really fancy this.
Yeah, well, what have you got? 239.
Yeah. So it's so much more than I've got, but I feel as if this is it.
Well,
This is the moment, which means I'm heading for a disaster.
turn. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, go on.
If that's up, that's sensational.
Did he get up?
I can't see it beyond about 10 yards in front
No,
of me.
nor can I.
What a shot. No, I think that's up.
That felt good.
Really good. Beautiful shape. Very disappointing.
I'm a bit short, which is disappointing.
This is not ideal either. What a terrible set.
Oh, Jimmy, that looks great.
Hold on.
Hold
on.
it though.
Oh, come down, baby.
Oh, get out! That is an unbelievable bounce.
Yeah. Well, I'm putting.
So, the world is coming to Portrush.
Yeah.
Little old Portrush. What can they expect at an Open Championship?
Wow. Everything, you know. Everything that you want and much, much more, you know. A hell of a welcome for everyone. To see the greatest, you know, players in the world playing one of the best courses in the world and one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's a time where people come together, and the crack, the socialising is just sensational. I mean, it
Yeah.
really is wonderful. And people, I mean, it's what the United Nations should be. You know, it is people from all over the world, from every background, every race, creed, colour, age, and all brought together to celebrate one of the great sporting spectacles that we have, and then
Do it again for 4 days.
do it again for 4 days.
Now, I'm so glad Paul McGinley is not here because he'd be going, you've got to chip this.
Oh God.
But tight line. It's
Yeah.
so difficult to describe how tight and difficult this is, isn't it?
Exactly.
I've got a funny feeling I could be playing my next shot from here.
Well, maybe a wee bit further back, actually.
Where did I end up here?
Oh, that's beauty. I tell you what. I tell you what.
Woo! I can't imagine any top player in the world would play a shot like
Fantastic.
that.
Not quite gimme.
But I got away with it. Oh yeah.
There's
I don't care.
Still a wee bit of pizza left in that box. What a putt that is.
Woo!
Right, this needs to go in. I knew that was the wrong club.
Can you see me from there?
Yeah, you're that wee guy down there, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, steady, steady, steady,
Oh, hold on. No!
steady.
Not bad, actually.
I was going to say great putt, but you only another that it was down.
I was away. I'll take that.
What do they say, dead sheep?
No.
Still you.
Okay, well, this has to go in. Right, that is inside right.
I think so, yeah. Take it away.
Thank you. James.
Right,
Glory.
finish
In
a
style.
birdie.
I mean, come on.
Do you know what I'm thinking? I've got two for it.
Yeah.
Negativity. Right, come on.
Ho ho, birdie boy.
Ah! Well done,
Very
mate. Well played.
And you. Fabulous.
That
Thoroughly
is a
enjoying it.
fabulous hole, and it's so much better
Yeah.
when there's no rain.
Yeah, I bet.
And
Yeah,
wind.
yeah. I only finished with a birdie. Nice one.
Lovely. Golf's Greatest Holes in association with Your Golf Travel. Golf's Greatest Holes brought to you by CI Global, innovations for a safer world. Before the final hole of the day, Jimmy insisted I went down to see the iconic Giant's Causeway. So this is the Giant's Causeway. Now legend has it that Fionn McCall, an Irish giant, found out that there was a Scottish giant over there, Benandonna, was coming to attack Ireland. So he built this path, this causeway, all the way over there and was going to confront him. But then he found out that he was huge and thought, I don't fancy that. And he came all the way back and he told his wife. And his wife said, I'll tell you what you should do, is pretend to be a baby and hide. So the Scottish giant came over and thought, right, I'm going to sort someone out here. And he found this baby all curled up and he thought, crikey, that baby's massive. His dad must be really frightening. So he ran all the way back to Scotland and ripped up the pathway all the way back. And that's why there's this causeway. That's what I'm going to believe, because the science is a bit too complicated. From the Giant's Causeway to a giant of golf, it's Paul McGinley. He's on the back nine, it's the 12th, and it's one of his favourites. Paul, we're leaving the ocean behind us.
Yeah, but look what's in front of us. This is classic Harry Colt right here. You don't have to ask me what way does this hole go. Does it go left to right? Does it go right to left? Where do I aim it? Everything about the target talks to you. And that for me is a great golf hole. Plays slightly downhill, well framed with bunkering, well framed with mounding both sides of the fairway and behind the green. This is just right here, classic golf hole, as good as you'll get. Played as a par 4 in the Open at 500 yards.
Today? Par 5. Par 5.
Yeah, nowadays a par 5 for me. Used to be a par 4, but yeah, two of my best ones to get home now.
Yeah.
And no, it's just absolutely classic.
You going to lead the way?
I'm going to lead the way, Chris.
Come on then.
Find the fairway. You won't play this hole from the rough, Chris. So
Okay.
let's see if we can find a fairway to start with.
Beautiful drive, Paul McGinley.
There we go. That's
Straight
the one.
down the middle.
Just lacks a bit of speed nowadays, but the flight was good.
That was good, wasn't it?
A little bit pulley, Chris.
That's all right.
It's not. You'll find it, but you ain't getting home in 2 from there.
Is this the same day we were playing this morning? Because it was absolutely chucking it down.
Welcome to an Irish summer, Chris. We get all the 4 seasons in one day sometimes, and today's one of those days.
So if you were playing in the Open and you got the morning draw,
You're not happy. That's the perils of, with a big field in the Open, and they always go with a 1T start too. So
Yeah.
they start at 6:30 in the morning, and sometimes last out's like 4 p.m. So there's a wide variety of conditions can happen in that space of time, and
yeah,
and getting the look at a draw, it can be hugely important. Certainly, sometimes it can be as much as 5 or 6 shots difference.
So
yeah, and
the
that's the
secret
look at
of
a
it,
draw.
obviously winning the Open, you've got to be great player. Obviously, you've got
Yeah.
to play, but you've got to handle misfortune.
You do.
A bit of-
Luck plays more of a factor in winning an Open than any other major.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the weather conditions we talk about, that's part of it. But also the way the golf is played on the ground more here. So, you hit the ground, and just look at this fairway. It looks flat, but there's undulations. And you can hit a little knuckle and kick right. And all it needs to do is just kind of veer right. And then these bunkers, the ball gets fed into them. It's very rare that you have mounds that kick the ball away from the
Yeah.
bunkers. If it's running towards it, it's going to go in. Or if it's thinking about going in, normally the contours, and St Andrews is great for this, the contours will sweep it in.
Yeah.
So even though the fairways look quite generous, they don't play that way because the ball runs so much on the ground. That's why soft conditions really suit players, because when they hit a bit of a mishit and it hits the ground and stops,
Yeah.
well then that lessens the chance of getting into trouble.
So be honest, I've seen some golfers who don't handle misfortune very well. They get very angry and life's against me. And where did you fit in? Did you handle it all right?
Yeah, I mean, days I was great at it and days I wasn't. You know, the more I look back on my career now, the more that attitude is so important.
Yeah.
You know, and being fresh. I think when you're fresh, mentally rested, prepared, in a good frame of mind, that's generally when you have the good attitude too.
Yeah.
If you're rushed and hassled and you're not playing well, that's when you get frustrated. Golf's a great teaching in life as well as it is in sport.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have another life lesson here with my approach.
This is a good example of it here, Chris. Look, that bunker's only, what, 10 yards wide?
Yeah.
And yet, if you go an extra 7 yards left of it, everything feeds into the bunker. See that? Everything bounces and feeds in. So even though it's only 10 yards wide, it actually plays nearly 20.
Yeah.
Because it feeds in.
Yeah.
That's what makes it tricky.
Don't fancy your shot now.
No. Well, all right, Chris. Let's see what you got here. Remember, use the ground as your friend around here. You don't have to flight the ball all the way and carry it up there. Hit those little chaser, those little bullet shots you've been playing so well today.
Okay.
These will go just as far as a fully flighted shot. Back in your stance a little bit, choke down a bit, 3/4 swing, get on top of it with the right shoulder and chase that ball nice and low. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good shape, but just a little bit too far right, but I like the style. Okay, Chris, let's see what I got here. I've still got such a long hole, I've still got over 200 yards, middle of the green.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
A little bit blind, hard to see, but
It could be all right.
should be well up there, yep. Down to the short game now. You have all the green to work with. Should be a straightforward chip here, Chris. Chase it up.
You haven't seen the lie I've got here.
Yeah, make sure you have lots of loft then.
You haven't seen the lie.
Plenty loft and plenty speed. Not too bad.
Too much?
I'd just like to see you using more loft. You know, get that face open and more speed to counteract the fact that the face is so open.
Okay.
Loft and speed, that's the secret to chipping around the greens, particularly out of that heavy rough.
Thanks, boss. You're chipping.
I'm chipping.
I'm putting that all day long.
Yeah, you would put it. That's why I chip it. You like that one? Wasn't that pretty?
Class.
Wasn't that pretty?
Class. Class.
Well done myself.
You're pleased with that, aren't you?
Yeah, I was pleased with that. That was lovely. Did you hear the sound of it?
It was, yeah.
I got the bounce lovely in there. I don't see you as a very good green reader, Chris. Let's see if I can help you. Where do you read
I'm aiming
this?
for your ball.
No. You aimed at my ball, you're going left of left. So this is going up, it's going to break left, then it's going to straighten, and then it's going to break left more. So I would be giving it half a cup on the right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I trust you.
Oh, you started it left.
I started it left.
Yeah. Let me give you a little tip as to why you started it left, right? So I'm going to give you another go at it. I said half a ball to the right. So what I'm going to do is, and what we call it, is spot putting. So we pick a spot 2 or 3 feet ahead of where we're aiming. You see Tiger Woods do that a lot. He used to always spot put. Jack Nicklaus did that spot put. Ernie Els spot putted. So it's basically on a long putt like this, you shorten it to a spot that you aim at. So you get your aim
Say
right.
about here.
Too far forward, half the distance away from the ball. Keep coming back, keep coming back. So I would say, I've got a little marker here. All right? Let's just say that's a little blemish on the green. Let's move it another inch to the left. Now that's not going to affect the ball, but that's how you aim. Now you're aiming at that. Right? Same speed as before, and use that as your reference point to aim, and then just do your normal putt.
No.
You started, hit it just left of it though, didn't it? Didn't go over it.
I like that. So don't think
Spot
there,
putt.
think there.
So pick a little, like a little old pitch mark or an old hole or a little discoloring on the green, and that's your reference point. That'll help you line up.
Love it. So is that a birdie for you?
No, it's a par.
Oh,
500-yard par 4.
11 was the first of the par fives. We were looking out onto the sea,
That's
and then
it.
we turned for the last time
Wasn't
away
it?
from the sea.
See, that tee shot is one of my favourites because you just see you've got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
behind you, and it's the last look, isn't it?
Yeah,
Last
and
look.
but yeah, you drove very well. I drove poorly. I played my second shot poorly. You went for it with your second shot, but went down into the valley. I hit a decent third to the
You had a
back.
members bounce.
I had a third to the back, yeah, and then I put it down rather well. But you had a birdie. Well, you had that terrifying putt or chip you chose to putt.
Well, of course I chose that because Paul McGinley wasn't here.
You chose to putt and you put it to about
Yeah.
that and hold it. And there we were. I think we halved.
So I think today, all square. The match was all
Is
square.
that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but then as we've talked it through, it seems like you won. But no, I think it was
No,
all square.
all square.
Bravo.
Bravo. So who's buying the drinks?
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Look, there's the director.
Well, you've touched on it a number of times when we're playing golf, you know, a lot of it with humour, but, you know, this place plays a big part in your life as well as obviously this area, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I did a film in Derry stroke Londonderry. It was the one job that I did that really taught me about why I do the job I do and why I love the place I come from. And Derry is now an amazing, vibrant, it was former capital, European capital of culture, city of culture, and it's one of the great symbols of change. It holds a very special place in my heart.
Oh, Nesbitt, come on!
Stay.
Good drive. You're playing well, aren't you?
Yeah. Apparently it helps to breathe when you hit, right?
Not all the time.
If you want to know more about where we've been and where we're going next, go to our website, golfsgreatestholes.com. Golf's Greatest Holes, brought to you by CI Global, protecting people and property by helping create a world without electrical fires. CI Global, innovations for a safer world.